Hello. Welcome all you awesome, enthusiastic breathing circle friends. It's wonderful to be back. I so missed being here with all of you. Let's begin with a nice deep full breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing exercise number 1. Anapana meditation for 1 minute. So for those of you who may have missed, maybe this is your first breathing circle, feel free to go back to day 1 of the original breathing circle series, which I will be re-airing on the 20th of April. Until then, Anapana meditation briefly is observation of respiration. So we're just witnessing the in-breath and the out-breath as it comes in, as it goes out, naturally, as it is. Not changing it, not altering it in any way, just simply observing it. Now, this is a bit of a challenge for us yogis and yoginis. So we're used to changing that. So let's just observe for a moment. Close your eyes or gazing downwards and just witness the in-breath and the out-breath as it is. Maintaining your attention on the natural flow of the breath. Feel your body. Notice your mind. What's happening there for you right now? Allow whatever is to arise naturally, without judgment. Remember kindness, remember compassion. Just simple witnessing as you meet yourself, as you are, as you've shown up here today on all levels of self, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, with kindness and compassion. Let's connect with our group. It's wonderful to have a group connection such as this. I teach to an amazing group of wonderful people who, many of which have been with me for many years, in person and online. And we meet almost every day, about 5 times a week, sometimes 6. And now with the breathing circle, we have the opportunity to open this up to a wider range of people, and we can expand our family and our connectivity space. So in the world the way it is now, we really need connection, and we can speak to each other in the chat, which is so wonderful. Say hello. Let us know how you're feeling, how you're doing. Just share whatever feels right for you right now. And I want to ask you, what is your favorite aroma? What's your favorite, let's say, maybe it changes from time to time, right? What's it right now? Cup of coffee, fresh chocolate bar, the smell of a fresh orange when you open it up, baking cookies in the oven, whatever it is. a rose. Maybe it's an essential oil. So think about it for a second and share it in the chat. Let's share with each other, what's your favorite aroma? I can't wait to hear. Right now, I'm going to say the aroma of a beautiful open rose. I don't care what color it is. One of those really nice fragrant roses, and you just take a nice whiff, and you'll notice when you smell the flower or whatever it is you love, you walk into a place and they're baking fresh chocolate chip cookies, right? And what happens? You take this deep inhale and you draw in that breath. And what happens to your body? You immediately feel a sense of calm, a sense of relief. So let's take a few breaths, and with that in mind, thinking about what it is you're inhaling. What is that aroma? Let's just take a few breaths. Now, for those of you who were in the breathing circle for the first round, for the first 10 days, you'll remember horizontal breathing. So we're breathing instead of vertically, we're breathing horizontally. So let's just take a few of those breaths with our favorite aroma in mind. Nice full breaths. Just a few. And really drawing on the sense doorway of the olfactory sense. So the sense of smell, which is the olfactory sense, let's draw upon that sense doorway and remember that smell and really allow that to permeate your senses. Let's take 3 more just like that. Horizontal breaths. Beautiful. Wonderful. So, how was that for you? How did that feel? Share away, share away. I'd also like to hear if any of you have kept up with your practice, those of you who were amongst the 10-day crew. Who kept up with the practice? I've heard from a lot of my yoga family, and they're writing and saying, you know, the changes and the shifts they felt, and the wonderful feelings and the feelings of just letting go, of relief, softening, and also the ability to breathe more freely. So a couple of people have written who have asthma and are feeling that sense of real openness in through the lungs, and the shift from vertical to horizontal breathing. So would love to hear from you as well. And also for those who are watching this later, you can mention it in the comments, remembering that we're still together supporting one another. We're all here reading and going back in and revisiting this. So remembering that we can incorporate these things into our daily routine. And that's my intention, especially with today's practice. And each week we'll be introducing a new breathing exercise. And my hope for you is that you'll bring this into your daily life. So anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes if you've got the time, and bring that into your day, whatever time of day works for you. So if morning is not good for you, find a time that works for you. So remembering that with our breath work, what happens? What are the benefits? Like, why are we doing this? You know, a lot of people wonder, like, why do you want to do this breathing? You know, we breathe. What's the big deal? So we can reduce stress, anxiety. We can improve our sleep quality, our digestion, like who has digestive issues right now, boost energy levels, who's tired, who's not sleeping properly. It improves your sleep. There are effects of trauma. So we've all had various different effects in trauma, and we talked about that, I believe it was day 2 or 3 on the 10-day. And trauma is not something that we decide. trauma is there or not. So if you think that you've been through something and you're like, that was nothing, your body might think differently. So remembering that trauma is a part of all of us. So when we start to do these breathing exercises, we begin to release trauma. So those of you who may have experienced tears, or maybe you were a little emotionally sensitive after doing some of these breathing sessions, very normal. You're letting go. You're purifying your body. You're purifying your mind and your heart. So our spiritual growth is huge with breath work. It's a practice, just like our physical practice, our meditation practice, breath work is a practice. We can relieve anger, we can relieve depression, pain, we strengthen our immune system, we increase our self-awareness, our natural joy, we can explore new levels of consciousness. So that's going deeper, that's going into the deeper layers. So let's open up to our new breath exercise today. So this is a pursed lip breathing exercise where we will inhale into the navel. So visualize as you're breathing in, you're expanding into the navel. So still thinking about horizontal breathing rather than vertical breathing, and breathing into the navel. So inhale fully into the navel, full expansion. And as we exhale, we're going to breathe out through pursed lips. So that exhale comes out slowly, and it is a bit of a more long, drawn out exhalation. Some people get bored. They're like, okay, how long is this exhale going to take? So be patient with your body, be patient with the process, and we'll begin together. So just to explain a little bit more detail, we're inhaling into the navel, full expansion, three-dimensionally. We're exhaling through pursed lips. So imagine you're breathing out through a straw, which you could do if you have a straw nearby and you want to try that. Make sure it's a bigger straw, not one of those tiny little ones. So we want to exhale and let go. This is a beautiful breathing exercise to help slow down our breathing. It helps to open our airways, great for asthma, lessens the work of breathing. So a lot of times with these breathing exercise, we feel like, I'm tired. I just want to relax. Can I just breathe normally? And so it works that area, the rib cage, the lungs, all the muscles that surround the ribs. It increases oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. It improves our physical endurance. So if you're a cardio person, if you play tennis, anything like that where you're working yourself, squash, it relaxes the nervous system. So as with many breathing exercises, that's exactly what we want, right? We want to be able to sleep better. We want to be able to reduce our anxiety, to be able to make it through an argument without freaking out, to make it through something that is happening in our life that is stressing us out without feeling like we need to say goodbye to the world for a day or two. So you're able to become more resilient with this type of breathing exercise and doing it on a daily basis. So here we go. So we're inhaling into the navel, full expansion. And exhale through pursed lips. Let it come out nice and slow. Good. Continuing, inhale into the navel. Exhale through pursed lips. Continuing, inhale into the navel, three-dimensional, horizontal. Inhaling into the navel, full expansion. Full expansion on the inhale. Right down to the bottom of the breath, emptying. Inhaling into the navel, lengthen. Expand fully. Continuing. Slow it down. Let's take 6 more together. Connecting with each other as we breathe, feeling that support. Letting go. Emptying all the way down to the bottom, don't forget. Let's take our last 3 together. Now after your next exhale, we're going to inhale and hold. So exhaling to the bottom of the breath. We're going to hold for a minimum count of 10, as long as that's okay for you. Inhale right to the top of the breath, hold. Hold as long as you can comfortably. Let that air swirl around the back of the throat. Feel the breath. Expand the rib cage. Brighten the inner body. Feel that oxygenation swirling around. Cleansing, purifying. Clearing out those cobwebs. And whenever you feel ready, when the time is right, exhale, empty. And let's take a moment here and just feel ourselves. Tune in and lean into the feeling sense of you. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all levels of self. Just aware. Taking a deep, refreshing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Holding a sense of gratitude for this time together, for this practice, for these techniques, for this time that we carved out for ourselves. And remember, let's practice, carve it out, 5 minutes, anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you like, would be fantastic. It's so worth your time. Every single day, make it happen. Set a timer on your phone. Morning would be optimal because that way, before anything starts to take over your day, you've got it done. That's your practice. Create that practice. Strong determination. Make it happen. Drink your water. Don't forget, 1 liter of water within the next hour, and let me know how that goes. How is that going? Tell me all about your water. Tell me about how that made you feel right now. And share, share, share. I love to hear all about what's happening. And I won't ramble on right now, but I did record this, and I will be with you there in the chat, which you probably already know by now. And I look forward to hearing all about all of your experiences. And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday at the same time. And for those of you who are not on the mailing list, you can go to kimvidya.com, KIMVIDYA.com. Click on the breathing circle, and you can get all the cool stuff in your inbox. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And lastly, if anyone is interested, I'm running a special for new members. If you'd like to join the yoga family, every day you get a link. We meet together, we do a full class, gentle yoga, meditative yoga, a little bit more active yoga, if that's what you're looking for $75 from April 15th until July 15th. So, and if you miss that, we can always do something else together as well. We'll see you next time. Much, much love. Enjoy the day.